We ready? We're live.
Welcome back.
Happy Halloween. Week 8, 9. What is it?
It is week 9.
Going over week 8, going into week 9. Wow.
Years flying by.
Yeah, we got some pretty crazy games last week. We're all gearing up for Halloween. Just had a great meal. It's a good time. Garrett's got to work at 4:30, so we're probably going to keep his part of this short. But we do want to talk our shit about all the things that we got wrong last week. So,
Everything.
Let's start with Tank's game.
Let's just keep it short.
let's start with Tank's
Everything
game.
was wrong.
Mahomes, he was the person to start, right? You know, Baker Mayfield, all his receivers are hurt. You know, Mahomes has to be good at some point, right?
Yeah, let's put Kelsey on the bench.
Y'all don't know shit.
Kelsey on the bench over Hunter Henry.
Kelsey on the bench. Would have won with Kelsey in the lineup. Would have won with Baker in the lineup. Came down to the end of that.
You told me to put Mahomes in there.
Came down to that end of that 49ers game, and there was a couple dropped interceptions that would have gone Tank's way. He would have won. This is one of those old school Tank games where it's the reason why me and him are always so close in the standings.
That's what I'm saying.
Was it Greg?
No, it was,
Okay, it seemed kind of witchy.
it was definitely Eric.
Oh, it was Troika. Maybe Troika's the undercover witch. Greg just gets all the grief for it. Props to Troika, man. 7-1, keeps rolling.
I'm sure y'all will talk about that game later this week, but maybe game of the week.
Definitely game of the week. What we got?
Me and Eric this week. Battle for first. Battle for first overall.
Could be for the $100.
Could be.
All right, which one we got next?
Let's do Brew and Vegan Mike.
The Mike Bowl.
So,
Oh, Michael Bowl.
like M's and ponytails.
Wasn't really a game.
No, Mike shows who the real Mike was.
What's up?
CeeDee Lamb. Awesome game. 34 points.
Yeah. Maybe the Dallas gamble's going to start paying off for him right here down the stretch.
And another stat line that helped Brew also was Ramondre Stevenson. His 20 carries for 48 yards,
Yeah.
but 2 touchdowns. Like, okay.
That's a very Ramondre.
Wow.
That's a very Ramondre Stevenson stat.
Yeah.
So last week we were sponsored by Miller Lite. This week we got to give love to our friends from Jaeger.
Why does YouTube hate you?
Search them for any of your need to get drunk needs. What you got? What's the story of the game? Player of the game. What you got?
Player of the game?
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb.
You picked him second overall for a fucking reason.
CeeDee Lamb 100% with 34 points. I think that was the most points by anyone this week.
Yep.
Including
And
quarterbacks. That was.
I think you're going to see more of that going forward.
Yeah.
Dallas's ass is on the line this week, or just every game going forward. So I think you made a bet that that Brew was going to make the playoffs and not me, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You guys have the same record. Graham talks about how good his team is every week, and he's 3-5. He just won't come back down to earth and be realistic about his team. His inconsistency.
Consistency.
Inconsistency.
Inconsistency. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John!
And I think
One of the producers of G Squared's birthday was yesterday.
Happy
So
birthday, John.
producers. Funny.
Mass producers.
So you like the Cowboys? Is what you're saying? You don't like my team?
Nobody likes the Cowboys, but they're doing good.
No, your team's
I don't
fake.
know.
Speaking of your team, you lost to your dad this week.
Yeah, I just got shown a text that my dad sent Tank. Said in case Graham forgot, and showed the picture of the score. Yeah, that real big 4-point ass beating that I got. All right, so
He called you out last week.
He did.
He called you out and he fucking manned up and
so
showed up.
in like a
He
one
talks so much shit and then he
And
Then he showed up and did it.
All right. I'll say first saying Hibman had a great game. He's getting healthy at the right time. Could be a playoff team. We'll see. He's in that nitty gritty with all of us, kind of locked in for like trying to get that 7-8 spot.
Is he a championship contender, though?
He's got good enough talent with Cup, and if Devon Cup can get healthy.
especially if Kyle Pitts keeps doing what he did last
Biggest
week.
question mark on his team is C.J. Stroud. He's been not good. He's been like Mahomes all year.
I think his biggest question mark is Worthy.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to start him whenever he gets his players back. So that's the thing. But I mean, Worthy's like Lockett, basically, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But of course, he had a touchdown this past week, and that's what I lost by. So
Since your team is so good, who's the MVP on your team?
MVP of my team and the league, and just in real life and in fantasy going forward, is Jaden Daniels. I've been talking about it ad nauseum all year. I'm not gonna quit now. I don't know if y'all saw that Hail Mary
Fuck
pass.
Gibbs, fuck
Go-
A-Chain, fuck Chase.
The Bears.
Daniels.
The Bears. No, so I already went over this earlier, a couple people, but on that last play, had New Orleans kicker made a 40-yard chip shot field goal in the fourth quarter of their game, that Jaden Daniels Hail Mary would have had me and my dad tied. But only ESPN messed up, and the next day there's a stat correction because Darnell Mooney got awarded points that really Kyle Pitts had. So the next day, it didn't happen until like 4 o'clock the next afternoon. I would have looked at my phone and saw I lost by 1 point.
That's rough.
Instead, he lost by 3.
So I said, the exact same thing happened to me in my keeper league with Raymond and Pierce and Will and all those guys. And I was tied with Will at 89, and I lost 89 to 88. The same player, Darnell Mooney. Who does Darnell Mooney play for? Atlanta. What's 5 days away? Election. Y'all don't be doing that like bullshit Georgia stuff again. Like I'm gonna call for a recount. I'm not inciting violence. But I don't want to get 2 wins and 2 leagues taken away from me. So I'm gonna sit this next 4 years out, and I'm gonna recoup, and I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna make the coin flip winners great again, and I'm gonna make this league great again. And in 5 days from now, when I'm kicking JC's ass, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Graham's team's great again." So that was my try to incorporate
That's usually what your team
the election
does,
and everything else.
Your team
So-
does the loss, win, loss, win.
Yeah, I mean we're
win, loss, win. We do that every year.
right.
But so
Red flag.
Daniels,
Some of them look better than
So Daniels is your Donald Trump.
yes. He is on a team that plays for DC, by the way. Just bringing it all together. So
Let's go to the other close game this week. My mom beating Shoei.
inching it out. That was
Yeah.
big. That was big because Shoei was in that group, but that one's gonna cost him. Rivalry game.
Remember all that shit?
That was
last
that was the closing time bowl, and Michelle just closed the time on Shoei's season. I think she just knocked him out. I think that was a winner go home game for Sean.
And last week when my mom scored like 39. Record.
Way to bounce back.
She scored 104 this week.
She took it on the chin. Troika wished she'd do that more, but she took it on the chin after all this shit talk last week, and she bounced back and killed it.
With Lad
Now
McConkey
she's
scoring
been enjoying
27
her rivalry week win all week. Instead of being here tonight with us, she did the trunk or treating thing. Said she was like one of the most hungover in her life last Thursday. So I think she's sitting this one out tonight. But congrats on that big win, McConkey.
27.
Stud.
Kamara, 50's consistent. 15.
Consistent.
Sam Darnold.
Didn't
Do you have a beer?
he go to Florida? Something like that.
And then she got the Lions defense.
What we say last week, man. Defense and kickers matter.
And then she had
So
Stafford on the
26
bench.
to 18.
She could have won by 10 more points.
Yeah.
She played Stafford.
Stafford's got to be so annoying to have because it's every week whenever he's on our bench,
It's
he
different
falls
now.
out.
It's different now.
Yeah.
Nakua's
I mean, maybe
back.
start.
Nakua's
Nakua's
back.
back
Cup's
too.
back.
Yeah, starting.
Like, yeah.
Take our advice.
Well, that's rough because Darnold this year has been the same Darnold we thought he was going to be when he got fucking drafted.
yeah.
It just took him 10 years. Oh God.
Gordo.
Should've won that game.
Gordo seems like he loses like this every. Can you grab like 2 of them out of there? Miller's. I'm probably gonna have to go to the store in a little bit. I got some in my truck. They've just been sitting there for a while.
Say it with your chest.
I don't know how Gordo looks like he gets his ass beat like this every week. I think he just flies on the radar, and somehow he's what 5-3, 4-4.
Something like that.
He's in the playoffs right now. I think he's I think he's a 3 seed.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like tied for third or something like that. So he'd be 4-4.
2.
Jordan Love out. Well, he's questionable, but he's probably not playing.
I love Gordo's team. I want to play him in the
Jordan
playoffs.
Mason.
Sponsored by Miller Lite.
McCaffrey's actually supposed to be coming back after the bye week this week.
Beer.
So I'll probably drop him.
Drop who?
Jordan Mason.
He has McCaffrey, right?
No, he traded McCaffrey for
Which
Florida,
which has
has McCaffrey.
Oh, I hate that. And Derrick Henry.
And Lamar. And Malik Neighbors.
So
And
the Wit-
Cortland Sutton had 13 points.
So the
What?
Witch, we all know that the Witches is most powerful in October. We've seen the Witch look this good before, but will it carry over into like the nicer months of the year where everything's like not so scary? I don't know. We'll find out.
I like to see this.
Wade and Jensen,
I like to see this.
Oh, hell yeah.
old
I
school
love this
rivalry.
game.
I like this score.
Fucking lipstick.
Jensen, still fuck you. And Amari Cooper said that to you this week with his
Must
.8.
be the season of the witch.
We are now getting flagged.
Lipstick was the answer.
Yeah. Amari Cooper cost you the game.
I've been smoking that shit for fucking 2 days.
.8 on his new team.
Who?
You got a pressure washer
What do you have?
somewhere?
.8.
Some volcano.
Yeah, he's questionable.
And they won 31-10. You would have thought, oh, he's got a touchdown or something. No.
Is that why everybody's talking about Jacoby Myers is actually doing good?
Well, they don't have Adams anymore. He's the top receiver there.
Do you need a wet
He
wipe?
had Tracy on his bench with
I need a safe
23.
place. That's what
Yeah, he had a hell of
That's a safe place.
Keon Coleman. So instead of Wade's like, oh, I'll play Keon Coleman on my bench, and you can have Amari Cooper, and my Keon Coleman, the rookie's going to outscore your fucking star player.
Yeah.
But Kittle for Jensen, I thought Jensen was going to come back and win because Kittle fucking went off on tight end day. But so did McBride. McBride had 9 catches for 124.
Yeah, tight ends killed it this week. I was excited to see that.
So the thing with Trey McBride, I don't know if you know this or not, he has no touchdowns this year.
Yeah. What's he
Yes.
ranked?
The number 5 tight end.
Yeah.
No touchdowns.
Yeah, we get points for like catches and shit.
if you get him like 3 touchdowns, he's probably the number 1 tight end.
Yeah.
No shit. So I got 3 tight ends. I'd be top 10.
Which team you like better going forward?
Nuts.
Wade.
I like that team.
Not even close.
Which way?
Yeah, which way?
Like, you didn't have
The retired and
distance
bored one.
or the arc. None of it. It was-
He's not
I had the
retired
distance. I didn't have the
or
arc.
bored. He's
I don't
working
know,
now.
bounced off the side.
I think this could be a future playoff matchup. Both these teams are in.
So I had the distance.
and
It bounced off of it.
Good
and
game,
went
fellas.
further.
Can we just say overall that everybody's
I didn't have the
voting
arc.
against Jensen?
We'll try again.
And then we're
Jensen,
gonna
you
go
wanted to
mine.
be the league villain, and you got it.
I feel like I need to redeem myself.
We found something
We're
else.
gonna go to mine and JC's game.
You know what?
Super high scoring.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Which
Thank
is-
you.
I gotta play JC this week. He had 125. That's respectable as
He
hell.
doesn't have any Steelers players.
Might be better for him.
There it is.
Yeah. 15.
So that.
Fryman.
Was not aware that there was drinking there.
Olave had a good game, surprisingly.
Well played.
Sorry.
Well played.
I don't know.
Sorry for the mess.
I'm starting to love Ertz a lot, though.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah. What's crazy with Zach Ertz, he doesn't get any targets or anything until like the second half of the game.
That's right.
No.
So then, like the second half, you're like, oh,
Who's
let's
this
start
quarter-
this guy.
Helps when you have an MVP
No, I don't
quarterback.
touch that.
Or just Zach Ertz, who's been awesome his whole career.
That sucks.
You talking about Olave? You talking about Spencer Rattler?
I'm talking about Zach
In
Ertz.
here, bro.
So Olave had
Hurt my
15
heart a
points.
little
They only scored 8 points the whole
Also, I
game.
know where
Well,
that hit.
Spencer Rattler's like he's coming around.
Yeah, he's slinging it.
What does Spencer Rattler do this week? Let me look this up.
It's not good. All of his stats were probably too.
But Olave had 15. Like, Rattler had to do something, right?
Well, the other guy had a garbage touchdown at the end of the game. Right after they missed that field goal that would have made me tie, but not really.
Rattler had 3 points.
3 points
3 points.
with 2 touchdowns.
Better than my
He didn't have
dad.
any touchdowns.
We will not solicit against Carolina players on this podcast.
No, he ended up.
You got anything else for the first
I mean,
part?
I was like,
Georgia going to
wait,
beat Florida this weekend?
This week.
Yeah, by 90.
Yeah.
Which might happen.
You're going to the Cox game this weekend. You excited? Night game, texting them. Seems like one of those like ones we could get the upset.
It is.
They're number 10. Willie B's gonna be rocking.
That would help Georgia out if we could beat A&M.
It would help.
You know.
Because A&M's the only undefeated team in the SEC.
What
Which is
happened?
crazy.
Why did we have a bye week?
Yeah.
But it's going to be. I don't know if you watched the LSU game
That
last
was
night.
weird to me.
But the.
Yeah, it's a longer season. But it does suck because last time we had a bye week, we came back to play Ole Miss, and that was our worst
The
game of the year.
A&M
So.
quarterback, if he plays this week, he's like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have played a running quarterback yet?
Milrow. And we held him in check.
Yeah. Oh,
Our defense is going to keep us in it. It's really about how good Sellers plays. I love Sellers, though. And he's coming along. He's getting better every game. So
Running backs.
Jim
are stout.
Carrey was.
Dad's driving him.
Talks about him.
He hadn't drove him in weeks. You're going to have the Troikas down there, their spot. You're going to be down there with your pops. Towels are going to be waving.
He's the Grinch.
Halloween vibes all over. Like, it's going to be fun.
And the mask.
Who do you think my MVP is for my game?
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, Ace Ventura.
Is it
I think Kareem Hunt was the pickup of the year.
is it Kirk Cousins
All of
with
those
his 30
are 20
points
years
that
ago.
didn't play?
I think Kareem Hunt was the pickup of the year.
Josh Downs at 21
And that's
on my
being
bench there.
generous.
But as far as how the year goes, Josh Jacobs has been your best play,
Yes.
I don't like it.
which he was
Considering
considering not starting him, but
Yeah.
We need you to lower your
Still
outfit.
questioning
You
about
gotta
it. They're
take
playing
the
Detroit this
place.
weekend. That's rough. I don't know. And Love might not play, so that's rough too.
so we do have Halloween 2018 on, and I want to see a couple Michael kills and intermission.
And
Good week, guys. One of the better weeks we've had. It's gonna keep getting better. Nitty gritty. 3-5. I'm not worried. You shouldn't be either,
Go
except
Dogs.
for you, Mike. Shut up, Gary.
Shut up, Garrett.